how to crochet this simple everyday boho crochet placemat. It is a beautiful, unique design, great for gift giving, and of course, perfect for treating yourself. It's a quick and easy crochet pattern, easy for absolute beginners. If you're having any trouble following along with the stitches in this video, have a look at the links in the description below where I share specific stitch tutorials. But I will do my best to make this as easy to follow as possible for absolute beginners. Let's go ahead and get started with the pattern. Okay, so I used a 3mm macrame cord. I've also put a link in the description below if you wanted to order it online or go to your local craft shop. And yes, as I mentioned, it's a 3mm macrame cord, and I'm using an 8mm crochet hook. Let's go ahead and start on the pattern. So we're going to begin by making our starting loop. You're just going to wrap the yarn around your finger, let it cross over itself like this. Pick up a little bit of that bottom piece and push just a bit of the top piece through. Grab a hold of it and pull your cord. I was about to say yarn, but it's cord. Go ahead and get that loop onto your hook. We're going to begin by making a chain of 5. So yarn over and pull through the loop. Yarn over, pull through the loop. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to connect this last chain to the first one with a slip stitch so that we form a ring. So push your hook through that first chain, yarn over, and pull right through the loop on your hook. Okay, we're going to start round 1 with a chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. This chain 3 does count as a double crochet. So now we're going to double crochet 15 times into the ring. So we're not going into the chains, we're going right in the middle of the ring and working around that chain. So yarn over, push your hook through the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop. You've now got 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and pull through the next 2. I'm going to do another one with you. Yarn over, push it through the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, and pull through the last 2. Okay, so remembering that our chain 3 counts as a double crochet, we right now have 3 double crochets. We want to have a total of 16. Okay, so we've already worked our 3 here. So continue going, working your double crochets into the ring until you have a total of 16 stitches. That's including the chain 3 as a double crochet. So go ahead. It's going to get a little tight at the end, but just finish up making sure you have 16 and then come back. Okay, so now that you've finished working all the way around, you're going to find the top of that chain 3 from the beginning of our round, and we're going to close the round with a slip stitch into the top of that chain 3. So just push your hook right in, yarn over, and pull through the loop on your hook to finish your slip stitch. So now we finished round 1. You should have a total of 16 stitches. We're going to go ahead and begin round 2. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That chain 5 counts as a double crochet plus 2 chains. We're going to double crochet into this very first stitch. Okay. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to double crochet into that next stitch. We're going to chain 2, double crochet into the next stitch, and you're just going to keep on going, repeating this all the way around. And because we're only working 1 double crochet in every stitch, don't forget your starting chain counts as a double crochet plus 2 chains. And we were working double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2. Do that all the way around till you get back to the beginning. By the end of this round, you should still have 16 stitches. So go ahead and finish that round and then come back. All right, so now that you've finished that round, we're here at the beginning. We want to close our round with a slip stitch in the third chain of the starting chain 5, because we want to remember it's a double crochet plus the chain 2. So 1, 2, 3, that's our third chain. We're going to close with our slip stitch to finish round 2. Again, you should still have 16 stitches all the way around. Okay. So now for round 3, we're not going to be working into any stitches. We're going to be working around the chain 2 spaces between every stitch. So we're going to chain 3, yarn over your hook, push it in the space between the first 2 stitches of the previous round, and we're working around the chain space. So push your hook through that space around that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. We're going to yarn over again, go into the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. You now have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. The first one we did, this little cluster here, is a little bit different because we had to start our round with our chain 3. We're going to be now, the repeat is going to start from this next one. So you chained 3, yarn over, go around that next chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. We're going to repeat that until we have 4 loops on our hook. So yarn over, go around the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2. We're going to do it one more time. Yarn over, around that same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2. So now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull right through all 4 loops. Chain 3. And we're going to repeat around every single space. So I'm going to do this next one with you and then I'll leave you to it. Yarn over, go around that next chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through the first 2. Again, yarn over, around the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2. One more time, yarn over, go around that same chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through the first 2 loops. You've got 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 4. So you're just going to go ahead and repeat that all the way around. So you'll chain 3, do it again. Chain 3, do it again. Do it, all the way around until you get back to the very beginning. Okay, so you're going to keep on going all the way around until you get back to the beginning. You're going to close your round with a slip stitch in the top of the chain 3 and then come back. By the end of this round, you should have a total of 16 of these clusters. So go ahead and finish that round and come back. Okay, so now for round 4, we're going to slip stitch into this first stitch of the round. And we're going to slip stitch around this first chain space. That's just to work our way over so we can have a nice clean start to our round. I want us to begin right here in this chain space. So we're going to chain 3. That will count as a double crochet stitch. We're going to work 2 more double crochets around the same chain space, giving us a total of 3 double crochets. We're going to chain 1. And around this next chain space, we want to do an increase round here. So for here, we're going to work 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to work another 2 double crochets around that same space. Oops. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have 3. In the next one, we have 4 separated by a chain 1. Chain 1. Around this next one, we're going to work 3 double crochet. chain 1. Around the next one, we're going to work 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 1, work another 2 double crochet around that very same space. Chain 1. So you're going to continue on doing that all the way around. You'll work 3, chain 1, 2, chain 1, another 2, chain 1, 3, and you're just going to continue all the way around. You're going to close your round with a slip stitch in the top of the chain 3 and come back. By the end of this round, you should have a total of 56 double crochet stitches. So go ahead and finish that round and then come back. Okay. So now that you've finished that round and you closed with your slip stitch in the top of the chain 3, we're going to work a slip stitch into that first stitch of the new round. And we're going to work a slip stitch in the next one. And we're going to work a slip stitch around this first chain space because we want to just, again, have a clean start. So we're slip stitching our way over here to where we want to begin our next round. We're going to chain 3, which will count as a double crochet. We're going to double crochet 2 more times around the same chain space so that we have a total of 3 double crochets here. We're going to chain 1 around this chain space between these 2. Okay, so around the next chain space, we're going to work 3 double crochets. The cord there. Okay. Chain 1. Around the next chain space, we're working another 3 double crochet. And that's simply all that we're going to be doing for this round. We're just working 3 double crochets around every single chain space from the previous round, and we're separating them all with a chain 1. Okay? And you're just going to keep on going and working that all the way around. So in between every single chain space from the previous round, you're going to work your 3 double crochets. When you get back to the beginning, you're going to close your round with a slip stitch and then come back. By the end of this round, you should have a total of 72 stitches. So go ahead and finish that round and then come back. Okay, so now that you've finished that last round and we're here back at the beginning, you've closed with a slip stitch. We're going to slip stitch into each of the first 2 stitches of this next round so we can work our way over to that next chain space. So we're going to slip stitch around that chain space as well. We're going to start this round with a chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and we're going to double crochet 2 more times around that same space. So that's 1 and 1 more around, let me just fold this better, around that same space. We're going to chain 1 and then working around this next chain space. All right, and next around this next chain space, we're going to work 3 double crochets. Chain 1. And now we're going to increase. So around here, the next chain space, we're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 1, work another 2 double crochets, okay? Now is where our repeat is going to begin. So chain 1. Now around this next chain space, we're going to work 3 double crochets, chain 1. Around the following, work another 3 double crochets, chain 1. Around the next, you'll work 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet around the same space. And you're just going to keep going all the way around till you get back to the beginning. You'll close with your slip stitch in the top of the chain 3 space. And at the end of this row, you should have a total of 80 stitches. So go ahead and finish that round and then come back. Okay, so now that you finished that round, we are going to just finish up the edges. Now it's really up to you. You can leave it how it is and be finished now. I like to do the slip stitches all the way around. I just think it gives it a nice, clean, consistent look. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and it is part of the pattern. So of course I'm going to show you how to do that. So what we're going to do for this step is, so we've closed with our slip stitch in the top of the chain 3. We're not going to work our way over because we're just going to go straight into our slip stitches, but we will chain 1 because this is where we will close our round. So you're going to work 1 slip stitch into every single stitch all the way around, including around the chain spaces. So I've slip stitched into the first one, slip stitching into the next stitch, and then around this chain space, I will work a slip stitch. And then again, going into every single stitch across here. And I will go around that next chain space. And you're just going to continue on working your slip stitches all the way around. You'll close with a slip stitch into that chain 1 space, and then come back and I'll show you how we'll finish up. Okay, so now that you've finished that round of the slip stitches, you're just going to pull up a bit of a tail end, pull up a little bit longer than you might usually do, because we want to make sure that the placemats are super durable and stand the test of time. Let's go ahead and fasten that off, and we're going to pull it through. Get your large tapestry needle, get the cord through there, and now on the underside of your placemat, you're just going to be weaving the tail end in and out of a couple of the stitches, and any other tail ends that you have throughout your work, you're going to do the same thing. So this one at the beginning of the work and this one here. Just weave it in and out of a few of the stitches, fasten it off, and you're done. I hope that you've enjoyed this pattern. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and check out the links in the description below.